Hi, and welcome to the Colorado G-Men Show. The New York Football Giants are a confident bunch right now, and with good reason. Today, we're going to recap the punishment the G-Men handed down in their first divisional win of 2018, and there's only their second divisional win since the 2016 season. We will also talk about some milestones some of the players hit, Kyle Lauletta, and where the Giants are in the playoff race. That's right, I said playoffs.
New York Giants, let's go defense. Ballin'. New York Giants, fly high, you know this.
Onto the game. The Giants started off the game with 3 drives that yielded only 1 first down. Finally, the second play of Washington's 4th possession, Kareem Martin tips the ball at the line of scrimmage for an easy pick 6 for Curtis Riley. The offense proceeded to score on each of its next 5 possessions, including 3 touchdown drives in a row, to close out the half at 34-0. The defense forced 7 punts and 2 interceptions in the first half alone. The score was so lopsided that we got to see Kyle Lauletta. The Giants gave up some garbage time TDs plus 2 two-point conversions to close out the game at 40-16. These games getting really fun to recap. On offense, before the Curtis Riley pick 6, the Giants offense only had 10 plays over 3 possessions. After that, the starters had sustained drives. A 43-yard field goal drive, a 78-yard touchdown drive, which was really a single play, Saquon Barkley running past everybody, a 10-yard touchdown drive following an interception, an 82-yard touchdown drive, and a 53-yard field goal drive to close out the first half. After a 3-and-out to start the second half, they tacked on another 81-yard touchdown drive before kicking the tires on Lauletta. The offensive line held their own. They only gave up 2 sacks of Eli and 5 quarterback hits. Eli was afforded slightly above his season average of time to throw at 2.78 seconds. His season average is 2.63. Eli ended the day with the second best passer rating in the NFL in Week 14 at 132, with 14 of 22 passes for 197 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Saquon is such a phenom. We are so glad we drafted you first. He ends with his 6th 100-yard rushing game at 170 yards on 14 carries. 170 yards is his career or rookie season high, however you want to call that. He was also clocked as the fastest ball carrier in Week 14 with his 78-yard touchdown run at 21.91 miles per hour, according to NFL's next-gen stats. Only 4 plays this season have had players clocked it faster than this season. Evan Engram came back and made a serious impact. Per NFL's next-gen stats, he had the most separation out of any player in the NFL at 4.9 yards throughout the 2018 season at the point of catch. In Week 14, he was also tops in the NFL in that category with 5.9 yards of separation. The real key is that they kept running the ball. Pat Sherman must have watched the Colorado G-Men show and listened to me. It takes a huge load off the offensive line and Eli when we can establish a running game. Okay, what the heck is Rhett Ellison doing here? I mean, come on. Even Eli's getting in on this celebration. What's the matter with you, Rhett? Come on. The defense was fierce for 3 quarters. They bottled up Adrian Peterson for only 16 yards on 10 carries. They were able to rack up 3 interceptions, 5 sacks, and another 8 quarterback hits. Alec Ogletree now has 5 interceptions for the season. He told Shurmur that if he gets 5, Shurmur's got to let Ogletree get at least 1 offensive snap, and Shurmur didn't deny him. Another game with a positive turnover margin. The D as a whole produced 3 critical turnovers to step up the pigskin larceny game. Aldrick Rosas, who's becoming our favorite player, was 2 for 2, but he almost missed a PAT, and then he did miss a PAT. Come on, Aldrick. We love you. Come on. With the W against Washington, the Giants have become the first NFL franchise with 100 regular season victories against another franchise. The rivalry record is now 100-68 with 4 ties. The Giants won by their largest margin since their next opponent, Tennessee, 4 years ago. Eli Manning surpassed 55,000 passing yards. Only 6 other quarterbacks in history have hit this mark. Saquon surpassed 1,000 yards rushing already in 2018. He's the first Giants rookie to reach this mark. He also set the Giants rookie touchdown mark at 14 so far, passing Odell Beckham, who had 13. He's also number 3 in the NFL this season for all-purpose yards. He credits the offensive line. What a class act this guy is. He also credits the wide receivers for blocking downfield. I love this guy. With the score 40-0, Kyle Lauletta gets his first real showing, and it was a disaster. He went 0 for 5 with a pick on his first drive. The Giants failed to get a first down with him at the helm. Now, this is not enough of a sample to determine anything, but I hope it squelches a lot of the Eli haters for a while. The Cowboys' defeat of the Eagles nixed any chances the Giants had of taking the division. They are officially eliminated from the NFC East race. However, there's still lots of hope. The Giants are now 5-8. Other than the 4 divisional leaders, the Vikings, Panthers, Eagles, and Redskins are all 1 game ahead of the Giants and all have tiebreakers. That means for the Giants to make the playoffs, each of these teams must lose 2 games in the last 3. The Packers and Tampa Bay both have the same record as the Giants, but the Giants own the head-to-head against the Bucs for the win that they have over them. That means for the Giants to make the playoffs, in addition to the teams we just spoke about needing to lose 2 out of 3, the Packers must lose 1 out of the next 3 games. Of course, this scenario is assuming the Giants take care of business and win their last 3 games. If you think it's at all feasible that the Giants could win the Super Bowl, the odds are 2,500 to 1. That means a $100 bet would yield you a ticket of $250,000. Take that to the bank. Thank you, everyone, for watching the Colorado GMEN show. We'll see you at the Tavern in Platt Park in Denver, the Lazy Dog in Boulder, and the Good Company Bar in Colorado Springs. Don't forget to subscribe, and go Giants!